Welcome to Kouřim. It's a tourist town about 40 miles east of Prague, and it just mustn't be missed. Kouřim is the astronomical centre of Europe. In the town square is a unique monument. This marker is used for calculating Central European time, sunrise and sunset data, and lunar phases in the Czech Republic. Turning to the Church of St. Stephen, this is a wonderful example of Gothic architecture. The church dates back to the 13th century. It existed even before the foundation of the medieval town, the oldest written record of which dates back to 1261. The Church of St. Stephen's is a wonderful landmark and a symbol of the town. You'll notice that all around there are plaques of saints, important people, and historical figures embedded in the walls. Inside the church you can find decorations and wall paintings, some of which date back to the 15th century. A few steps away from the church is the park. It's the most wonderful park. It's on 2 levels, and it's on both sides of the town walls that we'll come to in just a while. For me, one of the main features of the park is the library. These libraries are typical of the Czech Republic. They stand in public places, and you can come and help yourselves to books, just like this. The town has lots of historical buildings. One of my favourites is the Eagle Apothecary, which today we would know as a pharmacy. Its authentic medieval appearance and quirky features make it a favourite location for Czech period films and historical documentaries. Other buildings around the square are restaurants, cafes, and places that you really need to come and have a look at. The centre of town is a square. This market square, cobbled and with trees, is a real focal point. It's surrounded by beautiful historical buildings. Just out of interest, as of January the 1st, 2025, the town of Kouřim in the Central Bohemian Region of the Czech Republic has a population of around 2,000 people. Kouřim's history is rich and layered, stretching back over a millennium. Its early medieval origins can be seen in the Stara Kouřim hill fort, which dates back to the late 8th to the early 10th century, and which was the largest early medieval hill fort in Bohemia. The hill fort served as a major political and cultural centre. We know this because archaeologists have discovered luxurious jewellery and weapons, indicating the area's importance and wealth. In the mid-10th century, the ruling dynasty relocated the hill fort to nearby promontories. They're known today as St. George's and St. Adalbert's. With regard to the town itself, it was likely founded between 1223 and 1250 by King Wenceslaus I. From the hill fort site, you get a wonderful view of Kouřim today. Believe it or not, Kouřim is well known as a place of entertainment. At the time of filming, there was a fun fair, very, very popular with the kids. The town is known for two towers particularly. These two towers are the Church of St. Stephen's and the main gate. The other tower in town is unmistakable. It's the main entrance, and it's called the Pražská brana, which means the Prague Gate. It's a beautiful piece of late medieval architecture and is the main entrance through the walls. The bell tower of St. Stephen's Church is actually separate from the church. This is highly unusual. Kouřim is an excellent example of medieval architecture and town planning. To protect the town, there are walls, and today the walls are almost completely intact. It's extraordinary. Not only are the walls intact, but you can walk around them on walkways that the local government have provided. On the edge of town, there's a really interesting area. It stands out because of the towering chimney. Kouřim's history is typical of most towns in that it had its ups and it had its downs. Recently, one of the ups was due to the light industry that we can still see here. If you go and have a look, you'll see that this is a fantastic opportunity for somebody who wants, for example, to build housing. A visit to the museum of the Kourim region is a must. It's full of exhibits which chronicle the town's history, archaeology and regional culture. One outstanding feature is the 3D model of the town, which beautifully shows the gates, the town walls, and the way the streets connect with each other. It has all kinds of archaeological and historical artifacts, and especially it has a number of rooms that show you what life in the 19th century in a city like this was like. So the museum covers everything from the hill fort through the medieval period up to almost today. So if you want to visit, and I really hope you will, why not come by train? It's been running from Peczki since 1881. Have a good journey. Šťastnou cestu. If you like what we do, please like and subscribe.